cannot install the app called Somnium Cycle. It's currently trending on the App Store under Health and Fitness, promoted as an AI-powered lucid dreaming tool. It has 4.9 stars. The reviews are glowing. They are all bots. Or maybe they are from people who haven't listened to their recordings yet. I listened to mine this morning. Now, I'm sitting in my car, 3 towns away from my apartment, and I'm afraid to fall asleep ever again. It started 3 days ago. I've been feeling groggy lately, waking up with headaches and dry eyes. I figured I had sleep apnea or I was grinding my teeth. So, like anyone else, I looked for a solution on my phone. Somnium Cycle promised to analyze your nocturnal soundscape using deep learning. It claimed to distinguish between snoring, coughing, and talking. I downloaded it. The interface was sleek, dark mode, minimalist waveforms, calming violet accents. It asked for microphone permissions. I clicked allow. It asked for background app refresh. I clicked allow. It asked for cross-device tracking. I hesitated, but clicked allow. I wanted the full data set. Night 1 was boring. I put the phone on my nightstand, plugged it in, and went to sleep. The next morning, I checked the log. 2:03 a.m., snoring, light. 4:15 a.m., movement, bed springs. Total sleep quality, 85%. Nothing unusual. Just a guy sleeping alone in a 1-bedroom apartment. Night 2 is when the anomaly appeared. I woke up feeling even worse than before. My throat was raw, like I had been screaming. I opened the app. The sleep quality score was red, 12%. There was a new tag in the timeline I hadn't seen before. It appeared at 3:33 a.m. The tag read, external vocalization detected. I froze. External? I live alone. My windows are double-paned. My door is deadbolt. I tapped the play button on the timestamp. At first, there was just the sound of my own heavy breathing. Then, a click. Like a tongue clicking against the roof of a mouth. Then, a voice. It was whisper quiet, barely audible above the white noise of my room fan. The voice said, "Is the connection stable?" Then, a pause. And then, my voice answered. But it wasn't me. It was my voice, but the cadence was wrong. It was flat, robotic, lacking any emotion. My voice said, "Upload speed optimal. The host is dormant." I dropped the phone on my bed sheets. My hands were shaking. I played it again. "Is the connection stable? The host is dormant." I checked the timestamp again. 3:33 a.m. At that time, I was in deep REM sleep. I know for a fact I wasn't awake. And even if I was sleep talking, why would I say the host is dormant? And who was asking about the connection? I spent the whole day analyzing the file on my computer. I used audio software to isolate the background noise. The first voice, the one asking the question, it didn't come from the room. It had no spatial reverb. It sounded direct, like it was coming from the phone speaker itself. My voice, the reply, did have reverb. It came from my bed. I was talking to my phone, and my phone was talking back. I considered deleting the app right there, but the strategist in me took over. I needed proof. I needed to know what upload they were talking about. Last night, night 3, I decided to set a trap. I set up a separate camera, my DSLR, on a tripod in the corner of the room. It has no internet connection, no Bluetooth. Just an SD card. It would be my control variable. Then, I opened Somnium Cycle on my phone. I dug into the advanced settings. I found a toggle buried deep in the developer options menu. It was labeled Biometric Calibration Two-Way Audio. It was switched on by default. Two-way audio? For a sleep tracker? That implies a call. That implies someone on the other end. I left the setting on. I needed to catch them. I didn't actually sleep. I pretended to. I lay there in the dark, eyes closed, controlling my breathing, waiting for 3:33 a.m. The hours dragged on. My room felt oppressive. The little green LED on the recording indicator of the app was the only light in the room, casting a sick glow on the ceiling. At 3:30 a.m., the air in the room changed. The silence became heavy, artificial. Like the noise cancellation effect I talked about in my previous video. The hum of the fridge stopped. The traffic outside stopped. Then, at 3:33 a.m. exactly, my phone screen lit up. Not fully. Just the backlight. I kept my eyes closed, peeking through my eyelashes. A sound came from the phone speaker. It wasn't a voice this time. It was a frequency. A low, throbbing hum that I felt in my teeth more than I heard with my ears. My body went rigid. I tried to move my hand to grab the phone, but I couldn't. Sleep paralysis? No. I was wide awake. This was induced. The hum was paralyzing my motor functions. Then, the voice came from the phone speaker. Louder this time. Impatient. Status report. I tried to scream, but my jaw was locked shut. Then, I felt my own lips moving. I wasn't doing it. It felt like an electrical current was bypassing my brain and stimulating the muscles directly. My mouth opened. My vocal cords tightened. Biometrics harvested, my voice said. It sounded hollow. Memory mapping 90% complete. Fear response, calibrated. Proceed to phase 2, the phone commanded. Induced nightmare scenario. We need higher cortisol levels. Acknowledged, my mouth said. I snapped. The sheer terror flooded my system with enough adrenaline to break the paralysis. I sat up, gasping, and grabbed the phone. The screen was black. The app was running in the background. Who are you? I screamed at the device. Silence. Then, a notification popped up on the screen. A push notification from Somnium Cycle. It just said, sleep interruption detected. Please return to unconsciousness for data integrity. I threw the phone against the wall. It cracked, but the screen stayed on. I ran to my DSLR camera. I needed to see the footage. I needed to see my lips moving against my will. I pulled the SD card and loaded it into my laptop. The video file was there. I opened it. The footage shows me lying in bed. It shows the time, 3:30 a.m. But at 3:33 a.m., the video glitches. It doesn't go black. It gets replaced. For exactly 2 minutes, the duration of the conversation, the video feed is replaced by a static image. It's a photo of me. But it's a photo of me sleeping, taken from directly above my bed. From the ceiling. I don't have a camera on the ceiling. I looked at the metadata of the glitch frame. The source wasn't the DSLR. The source tag read, Somnium_LiDAR_scan_V4. The app used the reflection of the signal off the ceiling to construct an image of me from above. It was watching me from a perspective that doesn't exist. I deleted the app. I factory reset the phone. I drove here, to this parking lot. But here is the worst part. While I was driving, my car's Bluetooth system connected to my phone. I don't have Somnium installed anymore. But the car radio display showed an incoming call. Caller ID, unknown. I didn't answer it. But the radio turned itself on. And through the car speakers, I heard that low, throbbing hum. The paralyzing frequency. My hands went numb on the steering wheel. I almost drifted into oncoming traffic before I managed to smash the power button on the dash. They aren't just in the app. They are in the OS. Or maybe they are in the cloud now. My voice print, my biometrics, my fears, it's all uploaded. I checked the reviews on the App Store again just now. A new review was posted 10 minutes ago. It's from my account. I didn't write it. It says, 5 stars. Slept like a baby. Phase 2 is going to be wonderful. If you have a sleep tracker, check your logs. If you see a file labeled external vocalization, do not play it. Do not let them know you are listening. Just delete the phone. Destroy it. Because once they know you're awake, they initiate phase 2 while you're conscious. My new phone is vibrating. It's a reminder from my calendar. It just says, bedtime. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Don't sleep.